Hi there and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you the new dual-headed clear and white jelly stamper from Born Pretty, and you can find all the information on this in the description box below. Before I get started, don't forget to hit that like button as it really does help me out. I was super excited to see the stamper and I just had to purchase it, and I'm so glad I did. I'll give you some quick measurements. The whole of the stamper, including the lid lengthwise, is 2.5 inches or 6.3 centimetres. The head size, and that's going across the head, is, and this is on both of the stamper heads, is 1.5 inches or 4 centimetres. The large holder with the clear head and no base is 1.5 inches or 4 centimetres, and the small holder with the white head is 1 inch or 2.5 centimetres. The stamper comes in a clear plastic box and there is a scraper included. Now for me personally, these are too flexible for me to use, so through this video I will be using my normal scraper. It's a very pretty stamper and it reminds me of the Tiffany Duo that I already have, and it's got crystals in the base which just look lovely, and just like the Tiffany Duo, the two heads are completely different heights. It's got a great lid to protect your stamper head, and the head itself has got some really nice movement. Now it's what I would call a medium firm stamper head, and once you remove the bottom unit it's crystal clear, and because it's 4 centimetres wide you've got so much vision down there. You can pick up a massive image and you're going to get it all, which personally I think is brilliant. And when you remove the head, it's got this great rim all the way around the stamper for the head to sit in, which personally I absolutely love, because I don't know how many clear stampers I've got where the head falls through. The way I clean my stampers is just using a lint roller. You can use sellotape, but this is my preferred method. I will go into a little bit more about this in detail later. Onto the white head, and you can see the different heights between them. This head is sticky and it really reminds me of a marshmallow for both its stickiness and sponginess. But I like a sticky stamper though. It sort of reminds me of the Jumbo Nails stamper. I'm going to show both of these in use, and I've pulled out some stamping plates and stamping polishes. I have already used this stamper, the clear head, in my Dixie Plate swatch video I did a couple of videos ago. I'll insert some pictures of the swatches as well, but if you want to view more of these swatches then I would head over to that video and you can view quite a few more. I'm going to try to use it with the base on, so hopefully you'll be able to see more. I'm not sure if it's going to work though. The first plate is BPL 093, and the polishes I'll be using are Born Pretty black stamping polish, my colour alike kind of black, Hit the Bottle Drop Red Gorgeous, and the black stamping polish from Nicole Diary. This stamper has worked straight out the box for me. I've done nothing to it other than running it over my lint roller. It does seem that's how this type of stamper is, which I personally think is great. I couldn't tell the difference between using this stamper and the Tiffany Duo that I have. The Lena plate is Can't Wait for Christmas 02. If you ever get a clear stamper that doesn't work straight away, you could wash the stamper in washing up liquid and warm water. Pat it dry with kitchen paper and then leave it to dry the rest of the time. However, I'm not a fan of doing this. This Dixie Plates is DP09. What I like to do with clear stampers is, if they don't work, I get a lint-free wipe and I add some isopropyl alcohol to it, and then I wipe that all over the top of the head and I leave it to dry for just a minute. It doesn't need very long, and then I'll run the lint roll over the stamper. For me, this has never damaged any stampers I have. This plate is Uber Chic Christmas 01. For me, this has worked every time. I did it just the other day The only stampers I don't do this to is sticky stampers, because they don't need it. But as you can see, this stamper has worked perfectly. The plates and the polishes are my most favourite brands to use. Moving on to the white head, and I'm going to use it to shrink images. So the clear head is still in the large holder, and I've placed the white head on top of a bottle, and because it's really sticky, it sticks so well. The way I've used it to shrink images is to pull the head downwards. So I've put my thumb and index finger around the stamper head and then just pulled it down. However, the more you pull down, the more it seems to shrink. So my thoughts on this is less is more. I'm going to be using Uber Chic Christmas 01 and the Dixie Plates DP09. They really have some large images which are perfect for shrinking. And I'm going to use the tree and the cross. And I'm also going to use the Nicole Diary black stamping polish. I find it dries slower, which really will help as you have to work really quickly. I'll do a normal swatch first, and then I'll do another swatch and shrink it, and I'll put them side by side to show you the difference. So the way I worked with this method is I like to have everything ready. Working quickly is the key, so I like to have everything close, and I'm going to just be putting them onto my lint roller. I love this image, but I would love to use it all. So with the normal swatch done, I'll now shrink it. Once I've got the swatch onto the clear stamper, I'll then quickly place it onto the white head, and then I'll just let the stamper head go, which will allow it to shrink. Now I did do another one, but I just wasn't happy with it, but you can really see the difference. I'll now do it again using DP09 plate. I was going to use the cross, but I've changed my mind and I'm going to use the lady instead. I've also done this one the other way round. So I've shrunk it first. I got a little bit too excited that it worked. So I've chose this image because it's got more detail and I want to show that it's still there. But this shrinking method I have found to be very easy and would work really with any marshmallow stamper. But I personally think this stamper is fantastic. If you're looking for a stamper that does clear stamping and normal stamping and shrinking, this stamper is perfect. I really can't get over how easy this stamper has been to use. I'm now going to show you the white head in the large holder so you can see some swatches. This is actually the first time I've done this, so I don't know what they will look like. I'll take a swatch from each plate. So you could keep the white head in the small holder. Now, I don't get on with it, it's too small for my fingers, so that's why I've put it into the large holder. And I have to say, I'm really impressed with how they've come out. That poinsettia has come out amazingly well. I have to say, I love this stamper. Super easy to use, and it does so much. And I would highly recommend this stamper. I paid just under £4 for this stamper. It is well worth its money. So I hope that you have enjoyed my swatch and review on this dual-headed stamper from Born Pretty. If you did, then please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, then I would love it if you could. And also don't forget to come over and follow me on Instagram at glittershinenails. So until next time, happy stamping and bye.